There's something no one really prepares you for as you get older, the way your legs can start to feel a little less steady than they used to. Maybe you've noticed it yourself, that moment when you stand up from your favorite chair and your knees feel a bit shaky, or when a walk around the block leaves you more tired than it used to. It's not just you, and it's not just getting older in some vague, inevitable way. The truth is, your legs do weaken with age, but what if I told you there are simple, delicious ways to help strengthen them right back up? That's exactly what we're talking about today. Because here's the good news, what you eat plays a huge role in keeping your legs strong, steady, and ready for whatever life throws at you. And I'm not talking about some complicated diet or expensive supplements. Just 4 key foods, easy to find, easy to enjoy, that can make a real difference in how you feel every day. Now, before we dive into those foods, let's talk about why this matters so much. Strong legs aren't just about being able to take the stairs or keep up with the grandkids, though those are great perks. They're about independence. They're about staying active, avoiding falls, and feeling confident in your own body. And the best part? You can start supporting your leg strength today just by making a few small tweaks to what's on your plate. So, let's get into it. The first food you'll want to start eating more of is eggs. Now, I know eggs have gotten a bit of a bad rap over the years, people worried about cholesterol and all that. But here's what's really important, eggs are packed with high-quality protein, and protein is like the building block for your muscles. As we age, our bodies don't hold onto muscle as easily, and that's a big reason why legs can start to feel weaker. But eating enough protein, especially from sources like eggs, helps your body maintain and even rebuild that muscle. And it's not just the protein. Eggs are also rich in vitamin D, which is crucial for bone health. If you've ever heard someone say, "Oh, my bones are getting brittle," well, vitamin D helps prevent that. It helps your body absorb calcium, which keeps your bones strong, and strong bones mean strong legs. So, go ahead and enjoy those eggs. Scrambled, boiled, poached, whatever you like. Just aim for a few times a week. Now, the second food is one you might not expect, bananas. Yes, the humble banana. You probably already know they're a great source of potassium, which helps with muscle function and can prevent those annoying leg cramps that sometimes sneak up at night. But bananas also give you a quick, natural energy boost, perfect for when you're about to head out for a walk or tackle a little gardening. And here's another reason bananas are so great, they're easy. No prep, no fuss. You can grab one on the go, slice it onto your morning cereal, or even blend it into a smoothie if you're feeling fancy. The key is to make it a habit. Keep a bunch on your counter, and you'll be more likely to reach for them instead of something less helpful when hunger strikes. Now, I know what you might be thinking, this all sounds simple, but will it really make a difference? And the answer is yes, especially if you pair these foods with a little movement, even just a short daily walk. Small changes add up, and your legs will thank you for it. So, we've covered eggs and bananas, 2 easy, everyday foods that can help keep your legs strong. But there are 2 more powerhouses we need to talk about, and they're just as simple to add to your meals. Let's keep going. Sometimes the simplest foods are the ones that do the most good, especially when it comes to taking care of our bodies as we get older. And that brings us to the third food you'll want to start eating more often, leafy greens. Now, I know, you might be thinking, "Oh, here we go, another person telling me to eat my greens." But hear me out, because these aren't just any vegetables. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard are like nature's multivitamin for your legs. Here's why, they're loaded with magnesium, a mineral that plays a huge role in muscle function. If you've ever had a leg cramp in the middle of the night or felt like your muscles just don't have the same endurance they used to, magnesium can help with that. It helps your muscles relax and contract smoothly, which means fewer cramps and more strength when you need it. And let's not forget about vitamin K, another superstar found in leafy greens that helps keep your bones dense and strong. Now, I get it. Maybe you're not a big salad person, or maybe chewing on raw greens isn't your idea of a good time. That's okay. There are so many easy ways to sneak these into your meals without it feeling like a chore. Try wilting some spinach into your morning scrambled eggs, blending a handful of kale into a soup, or even baking some kale chips with a little olive oil and salt for a crispy snack. The goal isn't to force down foods you hate, it's to find ways to enjoy them that work for you. And speaking of enjoyment, let's talk about the fourth food, Greek yogurt. If you haven't tried it yet, or if you've only had the flavored kinds loaded with sugar, let me introduce you to plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt. It's creamy, it's tangy, and it's packed with protein, even more than regular yogurt. That protein, as we talked about earlier, is essential for keeping your muscles strong. But Greek yogurt also gives you a healthy dose of calcium and probiotics, which help with bone health and digestion. Now, if the taste is a little too plain for you at first, that's an easy fix. Try drizzling a little honey on top, or mix in some fresh berries and a sprinkle of nuts for crunch. You could even use it as a base for a savory dip with herbs and garlic. The point is, it's versatile, filling, and does so much good for your legs, and the rest of you, too. So now we've covered all four foods: eggs, bananas, leafy greens, and Greek yogurt. Simple, right? But here's the thing, knowing what to eat is only half the battle. The real magic happens when you make these foods a regular part of your life. And the best way to do that? Start small. Maybe this week, you add an extra egg to your breakfast a few times. Next week, you pick up a bunch of bananas and keep them where you'll see them. After that, try a new leafy green recipe or swap your usual snack for some Greek yogurt. Because here's the truth, you don't need a complete diet overhaul to feel the difference. Just a few thoughtful choices, stacked together over time, can add up to stronger legs and a stronger you. And the best part? You're not just eating for your legs. You're eating for your energy, your mood, your overall health. It all connects. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried any of these foods and noticed a difference? Or maybe you have another favorite that keeps you feeling strong. Let's keep the conversation going, because when we share what works, we all get a little stronger together. And if you're ready for the next step, how to combine these foods into easy, delicious meals that support your leg strength, well, that's exactly what we'll talk about next. You know, one of the most beautiful things about getting older is realizing how small, consistent choices can add up to big changes in how we feel. And when it comes to keeping our legs strong and our independence intact, it's not about drastic overhauls or complicated routines. It's about those everyday decisions, like reaching for an egg instead of a pastry at breakfast, or stirring some greens into your soup without a second thought. Now, let's bring everything together. We've talked about the four key foods: eggs, bananas, leafy greens, and Greek yogurt, and why each one is so powerful for leg strength. But here's the secret, combining them is where the real magic happens. Think of it like building a team, where each player brings something special to the game. For example, a spinach and mushroom omelet with a side of Greek yogurt and banana slices isn't just a tasty breakfast, it's a powerhouse of protein, potassium, magnesium, and calcium, all working together to support your muscles and bones. And let's not forget about timing. As we age, our bodies process nutrients a little differently, so it helps to spread these foods throughout the day. Maybe you start your morning with eggs, enjoy a banana as a mid-morning snack, add leafy greens to your lunch, and finish the day with a small bowl of Greek yogurt before bed. That way, you're giving your body a steady stream of what it needs to stay strong. But here's what I really want you to remember, this isn't about perfection. Some days, you might not feel like eating greens, or you'll crave something different, and that's okay. The goal is progress, not perfection. Maybe one day you swap the banana for another potassium-rich food like sweet potatoes or avocados. Or perhaps you try a different leafy green, like collard greens or arugula, just to keep things interesting. The point is to keep moving forward, one small choice at a time. And while we're on the topic of movement, let's not forget that food alone isn't the whole story. Pairing these foods with gentle activity, like walking, stretching, or even chair exercises, can make a world of difference. It's like giving your legs a double dose of support, the right nutrients to rebuild and the right movement to stay limber. So, as we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought: your legs carry you through life, through grocery store aisles, grandkids' birthday parties, morning walks, and all those little moments that add up to a full, vibrant life. And by giving them the nourishment they need, you're not just investing in your legs, you're investing in your freedom, your joy, and your ability to keep doing the things you love. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you noticed a difference since trying any of these foods? Do you have a favorite way to prepare them? Share your thoughts in the comments, because your experience might be just the inspiration someone else needs. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more simple, practical tips to help you live your best life at any age. Here's to strong legs, delicious food, and a future full of movement and joy. Thanks for watching, and remember, every bite counts.